Here we go. So I am moving my overlay. Give me a moment, and we're going to check our sound. Let's see. All right, hold on. We're going to get this started off right. Hopefully, let's hit my stream. Go to the live stream, just so I can hear my sound. Make sure it's okay. I don't think I have myself muted. There was one time that I noticed, like months, maybe half a year ago, I sat and I did like a whole video and then realized that I had myself muted, which was really dumb. But it was funny after the fact, you know. So, alright, well, my sound is good. So I'm going to get rid of Mixer here so we don't have that duplicate or that echo. So what I was getting on here to do was, one, I wanted to see if Morgan Helsing. I checked on my PC and looked for the new or updated version of this mod. I do not see it. I do have 150 mods downloaded. However, because I'm playing the Invasion of Skyrim, the Grand Admiral Thrawn thing, I do not have all these mods turned on. And these two mods I do not have downloaded in my thing right now. I want to test them out later, but last time I was trying them, I started for a few minutes and I was having too much trouble. I didn't consider that to be anybody's fault but my own. Sorry, I was just going to look at this real fast and see. Oh, you can't craft these through console or in a chest. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I would rather be able to craft them somewhere. I would also like to know... no longer being updated, it will be staying as it is. Okay, that's fine. Except you really don't tell me... Oh, it's that Demon 99 for UMP. Okay. Alright, so usually that just means it's going to be skinny girls only, so that's fine. It's just not necessarily my thing. Oh no, what is this? Oh, I've got to look. Oh my goodness. Heart of Thunder, Ragnarok Edition. Thor's Mjolnir, Stormbreaker. Hold this hammer. Okay. Too many features. Okay. Armor. The armor comes in both. Oh, there's an armor? Oh, Thor's armor. Mjolnir. Oh, and the axe. Okay. Okay, I see. Oh, I'll have to... Okay, I'm playing Thor. You know I'll have to check this out. Okay, so let's see. Mjolnir can be found. Okay, I don't really like found. Stormbreaker meant to be this mighty axe cannot be found. It must be forged. Well, okay, everything should be forged, but that's just me. Okay, whatever. I'm really more interested in the armor at this point because the armor, I have Mjolnir. I'm okay with that. Comes in both heavy and light. I've attempted to keep the stats balanced. They're similar to Ebony or Stalrealm and benefit from the Ebony Smithing perk. The armor can be crafted once you pick up and equip Mjolnir and can be crafted at the Skyforge under the Ebony section. The cape can be crafted under Miscellaneous. Okay, well, alright. It doesn't sound impossible. It just sounds kind of silly in the way they did it, but that's okay. I'll have to try this and see if I can see what I think of how the armor looks. That would be fun to have that armor on my guy. I mean, I already have the other mod, Mjolnir, so I don't necessarily need the hammer, and I'm not sure what they're doing in this. How their Mjolnir is different. So, interesting though, and I shouldn't be too negative about it without at least trying it. Sorry, I got distracted by that. I was really just going to look through and see if there was anything interesting. The Ordinary Women UMP comes with no bind defaults to your current. This mod changes the appearance of NPCs. So it changes them how? It's pretty big, and I would say from looking at the pictures they give, it's not really an improvement. But hey, you know, maybe it just depends on what you like. And if that's what you like, I guess that's okay. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to go for a more realistic look than the Botox thing, and maybe they're thinking the Botox thing is not as realistic. Yeah, I can see that point. I'm not really playing the game for absolute realism, but that's okay. Of course, anybody that knows has seen how I play and what I do. They know that I'm not playing for absolute realism. It's not a surprise. Wonderkin multiple followers. I'm not sure what that is. So, some people have definitely put some stuff. Underwhelming multiple followers default version. Okay, that's interesting. Underwhelming multiple followers adjusted version. And then underwhelming multiple followers mortal version. Well, I'm enjoying the name of the mod. It's fine. It's fine. This mod, and this is one of Morgan Helsing's. It looked interesting, and I tried using this when it was in work in progress, and really my game crashed every time I got near the gate of Whiterun. Every time. And that's where she's supposed to be located, but she the modder may have fixed this problem, so she may not have that issue anymore, which is fine. Playable Daedric Princes, okay. I still have to. I'll have to check this out. I really will. Not promising I'm going to do it right now, though. I just really wanted to look at. Well, I was interested to see what was out here, but I have a full instant shouts, no cooldown period between shouts. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sometimes that's really annoying. Gold Ring of Shouting reduces. Okay, that's a very similar thing. Brighter Torch. Yeah, okay. So, clothing Obsidian Circlet of the Zodiac, and there's no picture. Disable reference for the. Huh? Okay, I have no idea. It's fine. It's probably not that big a deal to me. It depends on what you're into. Well, I have some mods really downloaded that I needed to check out at some point anyway, but right now I just wanted to go back and play some more of the Skyrim invasion with Thor. And you know, I had an idea that I was going to mention here, and I have forgotten what it was now. It probably wasn't that big a deal. Is this? Oh, that's just a music replacer. I keep seeing it everywhere. I'm like, why is it showing up in landscape? I mean, I really wish when people did mods, they would really, you know, only have it appear in the correct areas. Replacing the music has nothing to do with landscape. That's ridiculous. But that's just me, and I get grumpy, I guess. Anyway, so Kingdom Hearts Keyblade set. This adds Keyblade. I guess that's fine if that's what you want. It's neither here nor there to me. It's not really a matter. Patches. Okay. Perks. Races. Most of the times I don't see the point in the race mods unless you find some way to do something really unique. And there's no picture here. Unless you manage to do something really unique, I mean, it would have to be something outside what I can do in Cheat Room already. I don't see the point in doing the races. Of course, not everyone uses Cheat Room, so if you don't use Cheat Room and you like you know, the different races that people create. That's cool. It's just me, you know. I don't know what this is about. Oh, it's a menu replacer. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, well, that's what it is. Test optimization. I never trust anything like this. I really don't. Optimize meshes to improve the game. No SP edits. Images for dramatic reasons only. Yes. And it's not that I'm saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying I don't trust things like that a lot because I don't know what they're doing to optimize. So, and I don't know who this is. What's this? 7 base, female armor and clothing refitted. Oh, this is more like vanilla female armor and clothing, and it's just refitted without being skimpy or anything. Okay. Okay. So, nothing wrong with that. That's something we've actually needed. If you wanted to get like a vanilla look and just have the clothing fitted to your 7 base body, this sounds like a good idea. If you didn't want skimpy armor, this would seem like it'd be a very good mod. I may have to try that out just to see, because that sounds like a good idea. I've tried the Seraphim one that's similar, and it was good. Alright, so, okay, I guess that is enough. I have this downloaded, but it's not active. Let's see, what do I have active? I've turned off these. I'm doing this Invasion of Skyrim, really big mod. It adds a lot of stuff to the game. So I've turned off the increased population. I've left on some things. I turned off these because I'm really past that point in the game anyway for this character. This character has played through all of that. And I should probably turn off the voice replacers. I'm playing a guy. I'm not playing a girl. He doesn't need that, so we'll just turn that off. I'm trying to turn off anything that would take a little stress off the game that I don't mind turning off. There's some things I don't want to turn off. I'm just being particular about that. I didn't turn some of these home mods on because I haven't had them for a while, and I was just going to sort of play around with them again, but on a different game and different save. The same with these basements and this. And the Breeze Home basement. And I turned these off because he's not using these. I'm playing a Thor type of guy. I could have left some of these mods on, but I turned them off because I'm not using them. He's not even using lightsabers. He's using Mjolnir. I left this on because Serana's wearing it. And I turned all of this extra stuff off I didn't need. I kept Thor's hammer on, and I'm using that bow. I kept the shields on because I like those shields. Yeah, I turned a lot of things off just to make sure that I wouldn't have issues. And I left this on because this allows you to craft the Elven Light Armor and the Ebony Mail. And I've got Valerica wearing the Ebony Mail. What else? Did I turn off much of anything else? I turned off the Genesis mods because this mod already adds a lot of people to your game. You don't want to overdo it. I kept the Botox. I kept a lot of these things. I turned off my followers. I don't need these followers. I'm using Serana and Valerica. I've got the Jarl as a backup, and I could always turn these back on if I change my mind. But right now, I'm not doing that. I kept my beautification stuff and things for my character. Let's see. I kept my maps. Yeah, I kept those replacers. And I basically kept these little patch things. Now, one thing, the color patches remover doesn't appear to work for the Skyrim invasion mod. I'm not sure why. That mod is way high. I mean, you'll notice I had it up very high in my load order because it does so much stuff. Yeah, I'm going way back. Anyway, so it's way up here, but that patch, that color patches remover is not working. So, not for this. It works for the rest of the world, but it's not working for this when I go out to this Resistance HQ and this mod here. It doesn't really matter that much. So, alright, so I'm going to go in. I didn't see anything else to do. I'm going to let that reload, and I'm going to go in and load up Thor and see where we can go, what we can do. I forgot where I was. I haven't played for a few days. Been busy with work, and then me and the wife have been playing the Elder Scrolls Online. Let's see. So let's just see. Now it's going to come up and say, oh, you don't have whatever those voices were. And I'm going to say, yes, I turned those off. That's fine. Because I don't need them for this purpose. I do want to fix Thor up so he's a little stronger. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Now, somebody mentioned the possibility of maybe using the Ordinator perks mod. I'm going to test that out because I've heard of it so much, but I've never actually used it. I'm going to test that out, but not in this game probably. There's another way I can, excuse me, I can buff Thor's damage a little bit to help with those fights. His durability, his toughness seems to be pretty good. He can be killed, but he's not really real easy to kill. So I think that's about right. I don't want to mess with that. But there's a couple of rings I can do for him to increase his damage, and I think would help in some of these fights. Of course, his one-handed skill is getting better as we play, so. Oh yeah, I'm here. We were going to go in there, weren't we? I think, oh. Somebody's here. Where's this bad guy at? I obviously did not realize I still had a bad guy when I logged off. Huh. Sometimes enemies like fall down the sides or something. Oh wait, there was a guy around that tower. I shouldn't say a guy. There was a villain, some sort of bad person down around this tower. Anyway, I don't know why there's no marker for that. Anyway, and we never could find that person. Now, maybe with this reload, maybe they're back. Let's see if we can find them and whoop their butts, kill them. But previously, they were just a red dot, and we couldn't locate where they were. It's like they're in the ground or something, and I guess that's not going to change, is it? Nope, because they're really not here. And maybe they've fallen in the ground or something. Oh, is there anything in that? Oh, there is. Okay. So we'll worry about that another time. I just probably drove everybody crazy by leaving, but that's okay. You know what I was going to do? Anything in there? Oh yeah, looky there. Got some more loot. Thor needs to take his loot. Okay, don't get stuck, dude. There are some other mods we're probably going to check out at some point. This is my followers, and this is Serana, and she's wearing that new armor I tested out in a previous video that I liked. Wow, the view here is not that great. And this is Valerica, her mom, and she's wearing the ebony mail version for this armor replacer, which I really like that version of the ebony mail. I think the fact that it actually looks kind of like mail or scale armor is great. So, anyway, we need to go. I'm going to do a quick save since we didn't find anything. We need to go to, no, Sorry about that. That's the wrong thing. We need to go to the heat room for a minute and work up a couple of rings. We'll try to do this quickly. But because he doesn't do a lot of damage and every fight is taking like forever, and he's pretty tough. I mean, he can die, but he's pretty tough. I want to grab a couple of these extra rings you can wear, and I want to buff them up, and we will try. I think it's... Is it under G? No, this actually isn't under G rings. This is under other. Right. Okay, so we want some of these. We don't... Well, I'll tell you what. Do we want to just grab all of this and then throw away what we don't want? That might actually be easier. Okay, so let's just grab all of that, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get rid of some of these. Oh, I have some old stuff I put in here. That's okay. We don't need those things. So let me go down to... Okay, first of all, I appreciate the little cheat items, but we don't need these. Okay. Alright, so this is stuff I've picked up off of people, so we'll keep that for now. Let's scroll down to the rings I just grabbed up. Those little cheat rings. Okay, here we go. Alright, you don't want to use some of these if they're labeled head, hair, or body, because they just make those pieces of you disappear, which is kind of funny. You can play around with those, but that's not what I'm after right now. Can I equip that? I think I can equip... Let's see, don't want to use that or that or that. Can we equip that? I think we can equip that. Don't want the shield. We can use the unnamed because it's unnamed. We don't want to use these. Oh, that put his helmet on. Did you see that? Let's get rid of that because I don't want that to be a problem. Most of these are not any trouble. Oh, I don't use the decapitated ones because I don't know what will happen. Most of these are not any trouble. However, if they make something appear or disappear on your character, you may want to get rid of them because they're doing something that's unexpected, and I don't always understand what all these slots are used for. Okay, these are just like extra slots that can be used, and they're just not... How do I say this? They're there in the game to be used, but they're just never used by the game. Is that the best way to say that? They're not used in the vanilla game, I guess. So, nonetheless, you get the idea. So those rings, what we want to do is we're just going to pump up his damage on some of those rings. We're not going to increase any of his other stats because I think he's pretty good where he is as far as his toughness goes. And I don't want to make him so tough that he's just standing there and a dragon can't even hurt him. That would be... It just wouldn't be fun to play that way. Well, it could be fun to play that way, but it wouldn't be fun all the time. I would probably get bored with it. So what let's see. Okay, what has a grand soul? I do want to do just a few of these. I don't want to do a lot. So what I want to do is just increase... Let's see. Fortify his archery. Increase his bow damage for when he has to bow. And one-handed damage. We just want to increase his damage in a few areas. These two areas. And what we'll do... I know it's a kind of a case of a diminishing returns, but we'll do this. We'll do at least 4. And then we'll see if that helps. Now, they increase your damage, but of course you still have to work that skill up. Because if you don't work that skill up, you know, your damage is going to be so low that even with this increase, it's not going to be that great. Now, I can show you his skills in a minute. He's working those skills up. He will get there. But he's not there yet. The last fights we had were pretty slow because he wasn't doing as much damage as you would like. So, for instance, let's look at the hammer. Dun, 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 dun. Let's find the hammer. Wait. Really? You knocked it off? Yeah, that fight, I got disarmed a lot, so it knocked it off of my spar, my favorite spar. Anyway, nonetheless, so this right now he does 432, right? Damage. Now that's just base damage. The magic damage, the enchanted damage doesn't change. So he does 432 with the hammer. But if we come down here, sorry, this will take a moment. I forgot I had so much stuff. I'm getting ready to do a dungeon too, so. Anyway, so if we take these off, now this is going to lessen the amount of damage he does. Okay, the rest of these aren't enchanted, so we won't worry about those. So now, he only does 304. So it's less damage. So this gives him a little more damage. Now, I know he's not really using these others, and maybe I should just stash them for now. Maybe we'll use them later. Let's see. Empty containers. We have a lot of empty containers. Of course, Thor is actually fairly new, even though his level is a little high. But let's... Now, we could put on... I'll show you what happens when you put on Cheat God. I think that makes you do so much damage. It's ridiculous. But I only save that for... if we got into a really horrible situation where I really just had to super cheat to get out. I would not normally use it. So let's just get rid of these for now. We don't need these. If we need to give him more damage and strength, we'll come back to that. So I'll show you his skills right now. His one-handed skill is pretty good. He's worked that up in all the fights we've had recently. His archery sucks. He'll get better. We just haven't had a chance to use archery much. He probably won't use it much. I mean, I'm not going to be trying to sneak with him a lot or anything. I could change my mind, but I doubt it. So, anyway. So we should be good to go on that. So that increased overall. That increased his damage by what? About 25%. So that could be a significant. Oh, I should have went original position. So that should be enough. Ah, good. Oh, I got to. Sorry. Mjolnir is not. There we go. There we go, that's better. Alright, so let's go, guys. I've gotten used to playing third person, so I'm just going to keep doing that. It works good with the hammer anyway. When I play first person, I really prefer just the sword. Though, I don't know if it makes that much difference. Anyway, so we're going to let that red dot, whatever that is, go, because we can't find that person. I don't know if they're in the ground somewhere or what. Now, I think I cleared all this off up here. I don't see any evidence of anyone being up here and threatening us. So I'm pretty sure we're supposed to head in here. Do I have an extra quest active? What's going on? Defeat the source, travel to Chis. Oh, I have a choice. I'm just going to go defeat the source. We're not going to travel around. This is Thor. He's a man of action, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take action.